I am the original T. Not about drama, let's get ourselves free. I am the original T. I'll tell you some stories, we'll look for that key. I am the original T. Let's talk about life, it's as fast as the sea. I am the original T. Let's all find a path, we'll live it and let it be.
Hello and welcome back to the original T. Today I want to talk about something that we don't talk about enough, something that a lot of us, I'm saying us, feel awkward talking about. Maybe it feels a bit strange to us to talk about. Maybe we just don't talk about it. Maybe we try not to think about it. And that is our dying and our death. It's something we're all going to do, just like we were all born, but we definitely try not to think about that. I have actually been studying, and that's why I want to bring this to you, and I want to get your input. I want to see what you think and how you deal with the idea of dying and death with those around you and yourself. Have you considered it for yourself? I have been studying and have so far gotten my foundational for my end-of-life doula course. So that may sound really strange to you, and did you know it existed? End-of-life doula. So we've heard of the word doula, we've heard of the word or the name midwife, and we know what those two do. They help bring new life into the world. They support the bearer of the child. And so an end-of-life doula supports the person who is facing the end of their life. What do we do? What does an end-of-life doula do? What will I be doing? I will be there to support the person facing end of life. I'll be there to also help make sure they get all their needs met, and that they understand what their rights are as a human being first and foremost, and the dying process, that they understand and think about paperwork that they may want to be done. Maybe they want to write a will. Have they thought about where they want to die? Have you thought about where you want to die? Mostly I'll be working with people who want to die at home, which is where I'd like to die, is at home. Not many of us want to die in a hospital. There are some who'd prefer to go to hospice or hospital, and that's okay too. Everybody's going to have their druthers, what they'd rather do. But I'll mostly be working with folks who want to die at home. And in my course that I've been taking, which I'll now go on to take my diplomas, there's a couple of diplomas to kind of graduate and be an end-of-life doula. I'll begin that. I'm in the process of it now. But in the foundational study that we did, we each had to look at our own deaths and what that might look like and what we wanted. And did we know everything we needed to know? And I'll tell you what, I didn't know everything I needed to know. I didn't think about it. Have you ever thought about, say that you are going to die at home, and where do you want your bed to be? Do you want it to be in your bedroom? Do you want it to be in the living room? Do you want it so that you can see the garden or out a window? Do you want to be near the fireplace? Where do you want to be? What about this? Have you ever thought about what are the things you want around you and touching you? Do you want the feel of cashmere or silk touching your skin? Do you have certain scents that you like lavender or mint? Are there certain tastes that you like? Maybe your mouth will be dry or your lips will be dry. What would you like? I went for peppermint every time. Are there certain types of teas or coffee, or will you just stock up on champagne and chocolate as other people chose to do? There are people who choose to do that. Will you want to travel somewhere if you're still mobile? Will you want to go see family or go somewhere you've never gone before? Will you want people to come visit you? Are there people that you don't want to see? Do you have any unfinished business? Do you want to have the funeral at your own home? Did you know that you can? Here in the UK, you can have your funeral in your own home. And you could even be buried if you had the right paperwork and the land to do so and owned it. You could be buried on your own property if you wanted to be. You could be buried in a shroud. They have, and it's more in the US, but I think that you can get hold of these things. They're shrouds that have seeds that turn into flowers and trees and things like that they wrap your body in as they put you into the ground. And over time, you become flowers and trees, a place for your loved ones to go. Do you want to make some videos for your loved ones? Do you want to make sure they get certain things? You want to tie up loose ends, and maybe you want to talk to a therapist. Maybe there's things that you need to go over. Maybe you need help with relationships. You may have tons of family. You may be surrounded by family that adore you and you adore. But when it comes to talking about dying and death, it may be difficult because we want to protect our loved ones both ways, right? So maybe there's somebody else you want to talk to who's not involved with your family. That might be a doula who's had experience in the matter and can bring to light all the different ways that you can get in touch with those feelings and find ways to communicate. What if you can't communicate? What if you lose your ability to speak? You may want to get some tech so that you still have ways to communicate. There are so many things to think about that most of us don't think about. What we do is we just put it away. We don't think about it. And the day comes and we go, and our family then is left to guess. What does T like? What is T's favorite scent? What does she like? What kind of lip gloss does she like? Because she likes we see that she has lip gloss on all the time, but what kind is it? It may seem like little things, but boy, it'll make a big difference if you're not comfortable, and those are your home comforts. So there's a saying, we are all just walking each other home, and a doula does that. A doula will walk home with you. A doula can sit by your side if you want them to, or they can make it so that your family can sit by your side and they will go take care of other things for you. You can have them just drop by to visit, or you can arrange for them to spend time with you. It's all up to you. I just wanted to bring this to your attention because I'll bet most of you have never heard of end-of-life doulas or end-of-life midwives, and men do this role as well. It's important to know. This role is open to whomever is interested in it and finds that they can function and that it's their heart's calling. to do. So it takes a certain kind of a person to do this. And while the training and all the learning that you get will tell you, you'll know. You'll know if this is for you or not. You'll know. You may already know. I just thought it would be interesting to get a dialogue going. I know quite a few people who are facing end of life, and they're on YouTube. They're fantastic. They're making YouTube videos. They are bold and brave by just sharing, and they don't want us to call them brave either. You know what they want? They want normalcy. They want to be treated like a person who just so happens to have cancer or be facing the end of their life, but they want to be themselves. And you know what? We are. We are ourselves. We are here, and we are living up until that last breath. So dying is a very short event. Our death is a very short event. There's the whole before. And for some of us, we believe there's the whole after as well. For an end-of-life doula, it matters not. You can have whatever beliefs you have, and I will support you 100% in those beliefs. As long as we do no harm, I'm good with it. That's my job. My job is to go with you and make sure you have everything you need, and that we're focusing on your beliefs. It's your show. It's your show. So just tell me, have you ever heard of it? Have you known someone who's had somebody like that? And again, this is different than a carer or a nurse or a hospice nurse or our Mary Curie or any of the other groups. We're not nurses. We can't do dressings. We can't do any medical work. We do understand legalities and paperwork. We can talk to you about that. And we also can tell you what's around you, what's there to support you. We can tell you which hospices can come and visit you. And we can go with you or sit with you at your doctor's appointments if you want. It's just literally up to you. Anyway, did you know? That's my question for now, is did you know? And yeah, I think that's all for now. Hey, Happy New Year. It's 2022. What the heck? It was a crazy 2021. Everything changed. Everything changed. I got a keychain for myself for Christmas, and do you know what it says? I'm going to cuss here just a little bit. It says, scared shitless, but doing it anyway. Right? But doing it anyway. So, I hope you had a good New Year, and I hope the rest of the year is better than last year. So I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.